Ready to rock and roll?
Absolutely.
All right, Chelsea, can you start by introducing yourself, what you teach and how long you've been here for?
Yep, Chelsea Packer. I'm a teacher at the moment of French, but I was in the middle years for about 4 years, teaching central studies and then middle years French as well.
And can you confirm that you've not seen these questions prior to this meeting?
Absolutely, I have no idea what I'm in for, but I'm ready to rumble. It's great. Thank you to those who contributed.
And can you agree to give an honest and unfiltered answer to our students?
Absolutely.
Easy ones first.
All
Why
right.
are you a teacher and what keeps you teaching?
Oh, great question. I love helping people. I want to help people to find the best in themselves. And I think teaching is a great avenue for that. And if we can learn something along the way, something new, then I've done my job. Teaching languages, though, I think it's important that we are exposed to different cultures and language groups and stuff. Not only international, but Indigenous languages and cultures here in Australia as well.
And what keeps you working at Open Access?
Like I said, I want to help people, and I know that a number of students who come through our school here at Open Access have probably not been given the TLC they deserve in education. So if I can help kids to find their passion for school again, that's why I'm here.
And we've got some questions about classes and assessments.
Yeah.
What do you think when a student asks you a question via email? Do you get annoyed?
Absolutely not. I love it. I'm like, hey, this is awesome. You have found that courage in yourself to send me an email. I know how daunting that might be, but you've reached out, and it puts a smile on my face every time I get an email from a student.
What do you think when a student asks you the same question twice or takes a while to process things?
For that one, I'm like, okay, awesome, this kid cares about their learning. They care enough to ask again, they want to get this, they want to understand, they want to show me what they know. So I hope you ask the question 5 times. And if you still don't get it, then that's not a you problem, that's a me problem.
What do you think when a student gets the answer wrong?
You had a go. For me, getting an answer wrong actually tells me more about the learning that needs to happen than it does about you as a person. Getting an answer wrong is not a reflection of who you are, it's a reflection of perhaps how I'm helping you to learn. But again, you've had a go, and that tells me some of your thought processes as well, and what you're taking away from the content. So a wrong answer, so to speak, is better than no answer. So have a go, that's it.
How do you feel when a student tells you they're struggling with an assignment?
Again, I take that as a reflection of me as a teacher, more so than of you as the learner. I go, all right, again, you've reached out for help, you've told me that something's not working, great, I can help you when I know that something's not going to plan. If I don't hear anything and see no work done, that's really hard for me to be able to better support you. If I don't know, I can't help. If I do know, I can help.
Do you like it or prefer it when students unmute or use their camera?
Both. Look, to be honest, when I started here, I was really shy to use my camera as well. It is one of those daunting things, and I think the way we communicate in modern day, we don't really have a lot of that face-to-face or seeing the other person as much. Obviously with COVID as well, we weren't able to do that. So I'd love to see my students' faces every now and then. And as a teacher, I'm really committed to showing you my face. I'm studying online at the moment too, and I don't see my teacher's face when we're in the online sessions, and for me, I feel really disconnected. So I've been trying to think about that when I'm teaching here. Obviously, if you're feeling comfortable, share your face. If not, that's okay. We can, whether you do that in an All About Me slide, just so I can visualize you when we're communicating. That's what I find really helpful. And obviously, unmuting is a tricky one at times for students for various reasons, and I respect that. I get sick of hearing my voice though, so I'd like to hear some other voices. It just keeps it a bit more engaging for everyone if some students can use their voice.
Does it annoy you when a student asks for an extension on a task?
No, because again, it shows me that you care about the learning task. The bit that probably, I wouldn't use the word annoys, but that I would prefer is if it got asked for a little bit more in advance. Asking for extensions after the assignment's due is not always helpful, because then you're even further behind. We can't stop the learning just for a few who haven't finished the assignment on time. So it's just about probably more planning and that self-regulation around organising your time and things like that. So, that's probably something that prevention is better than cure. So I'd rather we ask for extensions in advance if we needed them, but if it is after the fact, it doesn't mean I'm not going to help you to succeed. It just means we're going to have to work really hard afterwards.
And what do you think when a student misses a few classes?
Again, I worry about, is everything okay, particularly if I haven't heard from you. I think we can make up the learning, but it is important for routine to keep coming to lessons. So when learners have missed a couple, then I do get a little bit worried about obviously well-being, and then the learning. That's my priority.
We've got some questions about your advice as a teacher.
Okay.
What do you do when you feel so anxious about what's in your email inbox that you find it hard to even look at your inbox?
Oh, yeah, that's a really good question. Because like you guys probably get as well, teachers, sending you heaps of stuff. Sometimes we get quite a lot. Yeah, it is a bit anxiety inducing. So what I like to do is sort of go, all right, what absolutely has to be managed now? Where are my priorities? And sometimes that's really hard to judge. You might feel with your subjects, how do I say French is more important than research project? So trying to find the priorities there and knocking off the achievable tasks first is also helpful. Sometimes there's really big ones, but they're the most important. But to get started, you might need to just get a few of those little ones out the way, and then you can go to the big one.
How do you approach building a working relationship with a student?
I just communicating. Obviously, communication at the start of semester and whatnot, it's obviously a lot easier. If you're coming in mid-year, I'll probably want to have a chat with you, get to know a bit about you, see if we have any things in common. If we don't, I want to learn about the things that you like. But yeah, those relationships are really important. I can do my bit, but I need, and all of us here, we need you guys to engage back with that so that it is a mutual connection. Did I answer that question? I feel like I went on a tangent.
No, definitely.
Sorry, gang.
Perfect. What is your approach when students are unwilling to engage in class?
Oh, I want to find out why. I'm a little bit of an FBI agent in that sense. I want to know what's going on, what's holding you back from engaging. Obviously there's going to be subjects that we have to be in and we're not going to enjoy them, and that's okay, that's life. But finding a way to get you back involved in that learning and find a way to make the end of the semester come up faster than it maybe is. So yeah, just finding out what the barrier is and then what you need to help break down that barrier.
What qualities do you like to see in your students?
Obviously resilience, learner resilience is a huge one. But also freedom to make a mistake or to not know something. So, and that's where the resilience ties in again, is self-belief as well. Like to be able to go, hey Chelsea, I don't quite get what you're saying. Even if you feel like you should know, it's okay to not know. Like I said before, you sharing with me that you don't know something tells me more than you getting an answer 100% correct straight away. We can get things right, that's great. That shows me that you've learned, but also helping me to know what isn't going well is really helpful for me too, because then I can see what you do get and where your train of thought is, and I can help bring you back to the target.
What piece of advice would you like to give to your students?
Be brave. Be brave to have a go. Be brave to not know something and own that. Your teachers don't claim to know everything. They may say that they do, but you know we know deep down that we're always learning. So it's okay to not know something. Quite often there's things that I don't know, and I'm happy to say, you know what, I'm not sure about that right now, but let me check it out. So being brave and open to the learning, I think it's the biggest advice. Communicate.
What do you think is the most important way you can support your students?
Just having a relationship with them first and foremost. So me being able to get to know just a little bit about you, I mean, know your life story, but a little bit about you. If we have a good connection, then I'm going to feel brave, you're going to feel brave, and we can work together to get the most out of your learning.
This is your last question.
Cool.
Is there anything else you would like the students to know, or your students to know?
Oh, there's heaps. I feel like I've covered off a lot of it already though. We are here for you and we do care about your learning. We also understand that sometimes learning isn't maybe your number one priority at that time, but we want to help you to find joy in learning. And yeah, it's a two-way thing. We're here to help each other. If you can tell us what you need, it's not just about what your teachers need. Right, it's about what you need as well. So, yeah, you do have ownership over your learning, but again, yeah, be brave. That's
Thank
it.
you.
No worries. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.
I feel like I'm one you can't ask that, but that's good.
You are kind of.
Yeah.